warm up on a chilly day with a comforting bowl of a hearty potato and garlic soup. It is so delicious, and it will definitely warm you up inside. So all the ingredients that I'm going to be using here, I'm going to put it on the screen, and I'm also going to put it in the description box. You must go to the description box and you'll find a list of all the ingredients. And as you can see, there's not a lot of ingredients. There are ingredients that you use all the time, and you know what, you can get this soup on your plate in no time. So we're gonna start first by putting our oil in a pot that we're gonna use for the soup, and then we're gonna mix the oil with some butter, because we want some butter in there. It's going to make it so delicious. So once your butter has melted, you are going to add your onions in there. So we want to saute the onions until they are sort of like translucent, and then we are going to add our 1 cup of chopped celery. So the onions that we added there, it's about half a cup of that, of chopped brown onion, and you don't have to chop them in, because we are going to blend this at the end, so it doesn't have to be small pieces. You don't have to chop it finely, so it doesn't matter. So you just roughly chop it, and then after sauteing those, and then you add your garlic. So the crushed garlic is about 4 tablespoons of that. You're going to add in that, and then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of dry thyme. So we add thyme, but if you have fresh thyme, you can add that, because we're going to blend it, so everything is going to come together at the end. So you can add your fresh thyme if that's what you want, and then you're going to saute that, and then from there we are going to start adding our potatoes. So the potatoes, as you can see, the size that I cut them in, it doesn't really matter. Also, like I said, we are going to blend everything once we boil everything, so you just want your potatoes to get soft. So as you can see, I cut them into small pieces. You can cut this piece or even a little bigger. It doesn't really matter, as long as once they are soft, you are going to blend everything in, and then you are going to saute that together. And then I'm going to add a chicken stock. So I added chicken stock instead of any other stock. That's what I prefer. And then the chicken stock is about 2 cups of that, 2 to 3 cups of chicken stock, as long as it covers the potatoes up until above the potatoes. Then you know it's enough. About 3 cups. Let's just say 3 cups of chicken stock. And then you are going to add your black pepper and salt to season, to make sure that it's seasoned. And then you're going to mix that together and close it and leave it. And then for you to know that it's ready, it's when your potatoes are soft. They must be soft and mushy, enough to be blended, so that when you blend them, they can turn into a very smooth consistency. So once that you can check your potatoes, and then once they are soft, and then you start blending your soup, and then you blend everything until a smooth consistency. As you can see there, it's very smooth. And then once it's smooth, it's gonna be thick. And if it's not really thick, like if you can see that it's not really thick, you let it simmer a little bit until it reduces a little bit to the correct consistency that you want. And then once it's thick, because we're going to put cream, the cream is going to loosen it up a little bit. So we added some cream, which is about a cup of cream, just pouring cream, you know. And then you put the cream in there, and then you add some coriander at the end, just to, you know, dress it up, you know, to bring the greenery in just before you serve it. You can put the coriander, the fresh coriander, just before you serve it. And then after making the soup, while it's busy, and then I decided to make my own croutons. But this one you can jump if you get a store-bought croutons. So I made the croutons by cutting up bread. You just cut your bread into small pieces. I used white bread in this case, and then I cut up the bread, and then I did this just before I served the soup. And then I put it in butter in a pan. As you can see, there's just small pieces of bread, and then you're just gonna toss them in that butter and season your croutons a little bit, just some salt and pepper, and then they are ready once they brown on all sides, and then you can immediately serve them with the soup while it's still hot, and then you just serve it up there. So this soup is so delicious. I don't know how to explain this to you. The aroma that comes from it, the garlic, it's so delicious. I hope you're gonna try it, and if you do try it, please comment down below and let me know how you found it. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. And if you like anything about this video, please hit the like button, and if you can share it on one of your social media profiles, please do share the video. And thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. Until the next video.